Toby the tortoise was an introvert by nature. He took pride in the slow, deliberate way he experienced life. Each step was measured, each moment appreciated. He loved long walks through the village, savoring the beauty of simple things. A blooming flower, the rustle of leaves in the breeze, or the sound of a distant brook. He'd often sit by the water and think, finding joy in solitude. Benny the bunny, on the other hand, was everything Toby was not. Fast, bold, and constantly in motion. His life was a whirlwind of speed and excitement, racing through fields, leaping over obstacles, and always chasing the next adventure. Benny thrived on adrenaline, finding joy in the rush and the thrill of beating his own limits. He loved showing off how fast he could go, and Toby, being his best friend, was often the target of his playful teasing. One day, the village announced its annual village race, a tradition that brought all the animals together to test their speed. Benny couldn't contain his excitement. He was sure he would win. After all, no one could match his speed. Benny grinned as he turned to Toby. "This year, you'll be crawling behind me like always, Toby," he joked, giving his friend a playful shove. Toby smiled gently, though a part of him sank at Benny's words. "Maybe, but I'll finish," he replied, his voice calm and steady. The crowd gathered, and Benny was already bouncing on his feet, eager to go. Toby, on the other hand, stood still, not in a rush. His heart was steady, and though he knew Benny was fast, he wasn't concerned with winning the race. For Toby, finishing was enough. The starting whistle blew, and the race began. Benny took off like a bolt of lightning, leaving dust in his wake. He dashed ahead, fast and fearless, while Toby began his journey with his usual slow, deliberate steps. In the blink of an eye, Benny had already left Toby far behind. He was so far ahead that the only thing Toby could see was the cloud of dust Benny kicked up with his speed. Benny laughed to himself as he raced, feeling the wind ruffling his fur. The race was almost over before it had even begun. But Toby kept going, never once speeding up or rushing. He was in no hurry. He had his own pace, and it worked for him. But then, halfway through the race, disaster struck. As Benny sprinted at full speed, he failed to notice a rock in his path. In a split second, his foot caught it, and he twisted his ankle. He let out a sharp yelp as he fell to the ground, pain shooting through his leg. He tried to get up, but his injured ankle wouldn't support him. Benny groaned, frustration and embarrassment flooding his face. "I can't keep going. This is it. I've lost," he muttered to himself. The crowd, once cheering, grew silent. Benny had always been the fastest, and they had expected him to win. But now, all eyes turned to Toby. Toby, though far behind, had seen the fall. He didn't rush, but he made his way to Benny, step by steady step. When he reached Benny's side, he saw his friend grimacing in pain. "Benny, are you all right?" Toby asked quietly, kneeling beside him. Benny looked up, his face filled with frustration. "I've hurt my ankle, Toby. I can't finish. You go on and win." Toby shook his head gently. "Not without you," he said, his voice steady and calm. "Friends don't leave each other behind." Benny's eyes widened in surprise. Toby didn't care about winning, he cared about Benny. With no hesitation, Toby gently helped Benny onto his back, his shell strong and steady under him. "We finish together, Benny," Toby said. "We don't race to beat each other, we race to lift each other." Slowly, Toby trudged forward, carrying Benny on his back. The crowd watched in awe as the two friends crossed the finish line together. It wasn't fast, but it was steady. They didn't win the race, but they had won something far more valuable, each other's respect and a bond no one could break. As they crossed the line, the crowd erupted in applause, not for Benny's speed or Toby's slow pace, but for the friendship and loyalty that had carried them both to the finish. Later, Benny, still a bit embarrassed, looked up at Toby. "I was wrong, Toby. I mocked you for being slow, but you're the real winner here." Toby smiled, his wise eyes glowing with understanding. "It's okay, Benny.